In the dense jungles of Sri Lanka, it's said that a chilling, human-like shriek sometimes pierces the deep silence of the night. This terrifying sound is believed to be a direct omen of death. This is the cry of the Ulāma, more commonly known as the devil bird, a creature deeply woven into the island's folklore and steeped in mystery. For many centuries, its blood-curdling call has been considered a harbinger of imminent misfortune, and its story is a tragic tale of profound betrayal and an eternal, sorrowful lament. The legend of the devil bird is a powerful narrative that continues to haunt the cultural imagination of Sri Lanka, passed down from one generation to the next as a cautionary tale and a chilling reminder of the mysteries hidden within the island's lush, dark forests. The most widely known and retold legend behind the devil bird's existence tells the heartbreaking story of a young family who lived on the edge of a dense, sprawling forest. The husband, a man consumed by a simmering and unfounded jealousy, harbored deep-seated doubts about the paternity of his own beloved son. He suspected his wife of infidelity, and this suspicion festered within him, growing more potent with each passing day. One fateful day, his paranoia and mistrust boiled over into a drunken, uncontrollable rage, which led to a fierce and heated argument with his wife. Deeply upset and needing a moment to compose herself, she briefly left their home to cool down, seeking solace in the quiet of the surrounding woods, unaware of the horrific tragedy that was about to unfold. Upon her return to their small home, she found that her husband had prepared a meal for her, an act she initially perceived as a peace offering, a gesture of reconciliation after their bitter fight. As she began to eat the curry he had made, a horrifying and sickening discovery sent a paralyzing chill down her spine. She found a small human finger mixed into the dish. To her absolute and unimaginable horror, she realized in that single, gut-wrenching moment that she was eating the cooked remains of her own precious son, murdered and butchered by his own father in an act of monstrous jealousy and rage. This gruesome revelation shattered her world completely, plunging her into a state of shock and indescribable grief. Overwhelmed by an unbearable and all-consuming wave of despair and agony, the woman fled from her home and ran deep into the forest, her agonizing, soul-shattering screams of sorrow and pain echoing violently through the dense trees. In some versions of this tragic tale, she takes her own life in the forest, unable to bear the weight of her profound loss. The story continues that the gods, taking pity on her immense and unending suffering, transformed her into a bird. Her haunting, mournful cries became her eternal song, forever echoing her profound anguish and grief. It is her grieving spirit, trapped in this avian form that is believed to be the devil bird, forever shrieking its tale of sorrow and serving as a chilling forewarning of approaching death to all who hear its call. The cry of the devil bird is described in folklore in vivid and consistently terrifying terms. It is most often likened to the agonizing screams of a woman in extreme pain or the gurgling, strangled sounds of someone being choked to death. For countless generations, villagers living near the forest have held the steadfast belief that to hear this dreadful, otherworldly sound is to know that death will soon visit their community, claiming a life from among them. This deeply ingrained belief is a significant and powerful part of Sri Lanka's non-written folklore, a collection of stories and superstitions passed down orally from one generation to the next, becoming a fundamental part of the cultural fabric of rural life. While the devil bird's existence as a mythical, supernatural creature remains a cornerstone of Sri Lankan folklore, ornithologists and scientific researchers have long sought to identify the real-life bird behind this enduring and frightening legend. The most likely and widely accepted candidate is the spot-bellied eagle owl, known scientifically as Bubo nipolensis *. This bird is also commonly referred to as the forest eagle owl. This large and powerful owl is the largest of Sri Lanka's 12 distinct owl species and is well known for producing eerie, unsettling, and remarkably human-sounding calls that can easily be mistaken for a person in distress. These vocalizations are often territorial calls or sounds related to breeding rituals. These calls are most frequently heard in the dry, hilly foothills of Sri Lanka, the very same regions where the legends of the devil bird are most prevalent and deeply rooted in the local culture. The distinctive nature of its call aligns almost perfectly with the folkloric descriptions. Other bird species have also been suggested as potential sources for the terrifying legend of the Ulāma. These candidates include the crested honey buzzard and various other eagles and large birds of prey that inhabit the island's forests. However, the distinctly unsettling and human-like vocalizations of the spot-bellied eagle owl align most closely and convincingly with the traditional descriptions of the Ulāma's cry as recorded in folklore for centuries. Its shriek-like call, echoing through the night, provides the most plausible scientific explanation for the origin of this pervasive and chilling myth. Despite the logical and compelling scientific explanations that point to a real bird as the source of the sound, the legend of the devil bird endures as a powerful, haunting, and culturally significant element of Sri Lankan identity. The story serves as a timeless and tragic tale of profound loss, jealousy, and sorrow. It is also a chilling and evocative reminder of the deep mysteries that dwell within the island's dark, ancient forests, where folklore and reality often intertwine in the most fascinating and terrifying ways. The cry of the Ulāma, whether from a grieving spirit or a territorial owl, continues to captivate and frighten, ensuring its place in Sri Lanka's rich tapestry of stories for generations to come. The enduring power of the legend demonstrates how folklore can shape a culture's perception of the natural world, transforming an ordinary bird call into a supernatural omen of death.